different from everyone else's. Of course, that is all well and good. But there is also something inside each and every one of us which belongs to that person alone, which is that person alone. We might call it their spirit or their soul, or we can decide not to label it at all, and in words, just leave it alone. But while we are all unlike one another, we are alike too. People from every part of the world are fundamentally similar, no matter what language we speak, no matter what skin color we have, what hair color we have.
Potrebbe sembrare un paradosso. Siamo completamente simili.
That we are completely alike and utterly dissimilar at the same time. Maybe a person is intrinsic, paradoxical in our bridging of the body and soul. We encompass both the most earthbound, tangible existence and something that transcends these materials, earthbound limits, art. Good art manages its wonderful way to combine the utterly unique with the universal. It lets us understand what is different, what is foreign. You might say, as being universal by doing so, art breaks through the boundaries between language, geographical regions, countries. It brings us together, not just everyone's individual qualities, but also in another sense of individual characteristics for every group of people, for example, of every nation.
L'arte non lo fa per la differenza delle ma mostrandoci ciò che è diverso da noi, ciò che è strano e straniero. Tutta la cosa contiene proprio questo, qualcosa di strano, qualcosa di...
And making everything the same, but on the contrary, by showing us what is different from us, what is alien or foreign. All good art contains precisely that, something alien, something we can't completely understand, and yet at the same time do understand. In a way, it contains a mystery, so to speak. Something that fascinates us, and thus pushes us beyond our limits, and in doing so, creates the transcendence that all art must both contain in itself and lead us to. I know of no better way to bring opposites together. This is the exact reverse approach from the violent conflicts we all see too often in the world, which indulge in a destructive temptation to annihilate anything foreign, anything unique and different, often by using the most inhumane inventions technology has to offer us at our disposal. There is terrorism in the world. There is war. For people have an animalistic side too, driven by the instinct to experience the other, the foreign, as a threat to one's own existence, rather than as a fascinating mystery. Uniqueness, the difference we can all see, disappear, leaving behind a collective sameness where anything different is a threat that needs to be eradicated. What is seen from without as a difference, for example in religion or political ideology, becomes something that needs to be defeated and destroyed. War is the battle against what lies deep inside all of us, something unique. And it is also a battle against art, against what lies deep inside all of art. In general, not about theatre or playwriting in particular, but that is because, as I have said, all art, all good art, deep down, revolves around the same thing, taking the utterly unique, the utterly specific, and making it universal. Uniting the particular with the universal by means of expressing it artistically, not eliminating it specifically, but emphasizing this specifically, letting what is foreign and unfamiliar shine through clearly. War and art are opposites, just as war and peace are opposites. It's simple as that. Art is peace.
Terrore cos'era del personaggio? teatrale di Bertolt Brecht, che si compone di 24 quadri, ognuno dei quali esplora la vita quotidiana sotto il regime del Terzo Reich. Attraverso una varietà di personaggi come ufficiali, operai, studiosi, eccetera, Brecht illustra la paura, la miseria e la disumanizzazione che affliggevano i cittadini tedeschi. L'opera evidenzia la resistenza e la sofferenza di coloro che non appoggiavano il nazismo, mostrando il popolo tedesco non uniformemente favorevole al regime. La rappresentazione teatrale offre uno sguardo crudo e piccante sulla brutalità e l'oppressione di quel periodo storico, rimanendo un esempio significativo di teatro politico e sociale.
Terror and Misery of the Third Reich is a play by Bertolt Brecht that consists of 24 pictures, each of which explores everyday life under the regime of the Third Reich. For a variety of characters such as officers, workers, scholars, Brecht illustrates the fear, misery and dehumanization that affected German citizens. The play highlights the resistance and the suffering of those who did not support the Nazis, showing the German people who were not uninformedly supportive of the regime. The play offers a raw and touching insight into the brutality and oppression of the historical period, remaining a significant example of political and social theatre.
Adesso vi lasciamo allo spettacolo La moglie ebrea. La performance La moglie ebrea ci offre una finestra sulle vite straziate dalla follia del regime nazista. Attraverso il monologo di Judith, una donna borghese di origine ebraica, Brecht ci svela l'assurdità e la brutalità dell'ideologia nazista. La scena si svolge in Germania, dove l'oppressione totalitaria penetra ogni aspetto della vita quotidiana. Judith si trova costretta a lasciare il suo paese per l'Olanda, ben consapevole delle crescenti difficoltà che lei e suo marito dovranno affrontare. Il suo monologo è un atto di resistenza, un rifiuto di cedere alla disumanizzazione imposta dal regime.
The performance, The Jewish Wife, offers us a window into the lives torn apart by the madness of the Nazi regime. Through the monologue of Judith, a bourgeois woman of Jewish origin, Brecht reveals to us the absurdity and the brutality of Nazi ideology. The scene takes place in Germany, where totalitarian oppression penetrates every aspect of daily life. Judith finds herself forced to leave her country for Holland, well aware of the increasing difficulties she and her husband will have to face. Her monologue is an act of resistance, a refusal to give in to the dehumanization imposed by the regime. 4 actresses bring Judith to life on stage, emphasizing the universality of her pain, a pain unchanged in time and space. As she organizes her departure and rehearses her speech for her husband Fritz, Judith becomes a symbol of the struggle against oppression. The wide ascetic stage, elements fall to conceal the reality of deep, unfathomable pain, which the audience is called upon to confront with no way out. Judith's story directly questions us, challenging us to remember and resist.
4 attrici danno vita a Judith sul palco, enfatizzando l'universalità del suo dolore, un dolore immutato nel tempo e nello spazio. Mentre organizza la sua partenza e prova il discorso per il marito Fritz, Judith diventa simbolo della lotta contro l'oppressione. Gli elementi scenici bianchi e asettici non riescono a nascondere la realtà di un dolore profondo e insondabile che il pubblico è chiamato ad affrontare senza via di fuga. La storia di Judith